What's up? We in the building or we in the building? What's up? Could you hear me? Today we're going to talk about Rikers Island, right? Things that happen at Rikers Island Correctional Facility. Because let me tell you, bro, right? It gets crazy. Could you believe that at Rikers Island, these dudes, I seen dudes swallow batteries on Rikers Island. And this is not suggested for no one to do because you already know that's not what we into over here. But it's a fact that it does get crazy. I don't know why people choose to do that. I could only imagine. Because I've been in these cells plenty of times and never glorifying. You already know we don't do that over here. In fact, we're doing a lot of things to progress in life and refrain from having to end up back there. Like, that is the goal, right? I would think your main goal would be not to be ending up back in any jail, prison, or institution, right? So with that being said, can you hear me or not? So the reason why we doing just the audio play and touching up real brief on what we do best is because I said that I'm fixing the whole camera, the whole studio thing. So I didn't want to leave my people at times with nothing. So this is mainly for my people that really be watching. You feel me? Nobody has told me yet if you can hear me, so I guess you can, right? Salute to everyone in the building, right? But like I said again, I'll repeat, we doing this so like that people could have something and we still staying in tune with life. You feel me? What was really popping and was good. You heard? So with that being said, man, and leave in the comments, man, you tell me, do you know of anyone while you was there? I'm pretty sure like dudes, Legacy, or what have you, anyone that's been around that you seen dudes play this tactic. And what they do is they'll swallow batteries because some dudes don't want to be in population. And they'll just swallow a battery or don't want to come out the box like you already in the box. Some people feel safe in the box. We know them guys. Shout out to them though, bro. You heard? Nah, I'm only playing. No shout out to none. Shout out to everybody. We don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? It's on the lockout. We on YouTube, man. You already know what it is. But dudes swallow baterias, bite. That's a fact. So they do that because they don't want to leave the box, bro. It gets crazy down there. It gets sad. And some dudes may be under that pressure. You feel me? Mind you, after all, it is the most notorious jail in the world, bro. Rikers. And they talking about they was going to close Rikers Island. Look at that. Home of New York City's boldest. Huh? Department of Correction, New York City. Use a banco. Nah, shout out to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't hate. We know people just trying to do their job. But sometimes it gets crazy. Look, prison reform. What are they doing to change all this thing, right? Me personally, I seen the little times when they had like social services and all that. I don't know if some people recall the time you was coming home, I think from the 6th building, because it was very rare that I had a skip bid. And a skip bid is when you're doing like a year or less. Those are skip bids. That's like not people look at it that been going in and out of prison or jail or institutions. Like, bro, that's a skip bid. I do that on my toes. Like, I'm pretty sure you heard that, right? I do that standing on my head. But the bottom line is that some of the most bids that bother the most are those, bro, the small stays. I had a 7-day skip bid to do. Not even a skip bid. It was just 7 days. You got to call that one. And out of 7, if I'm not mistaken, at that time, I don't, things change in a month or two around this world here, as we all can see and tell now, right? But I was super quiet that day, and I said that, bro. Those days, I was like, bro, I ain't saying nothing, and that shit had changed so much. They like, yo, you got to put on this jumper. I'm like, nah, you serious, bro? Like, we was used to running around with our clothes, jewelry, fly sneakers, whatever. All that was a wrap. Like, it really felt like you're in jail now. And I mean, you was always in jail, but just seeing everybody with a jumper, it just gave you like an extra depression. I don't know why. I don't know if some people can relate, man. And, you don't have to ever have been locked up, to be Macho Man, Randy Savage, to be a man. I know dudes that never been in any jail, prison, or institution, and they keep it more real than dudes that did 30 years, and that's a fact. It all depends on what's real to you. Some people consider 6ix9ine real, right? Because that's what they do. That's what they do. Like he's just keeping it real, right? They did him dirty. I don't know, but whatever. That's your opinion. That's how you live. I'm just trying to make a point that everybody has a different way of defining what's real, what's a real man, or what's fake, right? I always knew that. Well, when I was coming up, I thought that if you never been to jail, like you was nobody, And it's sad because at one point in my life, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I felt like, yo, I gotta go to Rikers Island. I gotta get locked up in order to be stamped. Like, it's official now. You've graduated. You're an idiot. You're a certified idiot. You're part of the idiot pack now. Like, you're the moron gang, right? Like, moron gang. Wow, how we fucked up. 90s babies, 80s babies, 70s babies, we fucked up. And listen, I say all that because look at the people that we looked up to, our heroes in the hood. That was crazy. That was very uncalled for. You already know you on the lockout. We live. We looked up to the wrong people, man. Drug dealers, pimps, dudes that were doing the same thing and going to Rikers Island and getting locked up on a daily basis. It's crazy. My man said, yeah, we ain't doing I'm not reading all comments and all that. So if y'all comment, I'm not getting into that. But it's just sad, bro. Because technically, what the battery do for them not to go to GP? Yeah, not to go to GP. They go to the MO unit. Or they go to the box. It depends, because you're still doing, you causing a harm to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta watch you. And you had so-called thugs. Like, people used to confuse it. Like, yo, man, they in the MO house. But you had a lot of so-called thugs in the MO house that was ripping a lot, cutting a lot of people, but would play MO and get away with that card back in the days. Who remembers that? I know one thing, a lot of real, what people call gangs, right? They wouldn't allow that. They'll be like, yo, homie, you got to get out that MO house. There's a fact. You can't be in there. No, but my mans, I don't give a damn. You got to get out that MO house, bro. Facts. Because you wasn't thorough. When I was there, we didn't look at you like you. If you playing MO, then you not stable enough to be involved in whatever we doing. Whatever we doing. Who's that dude with that show? It just stood in my head. He does like hip hop reports too, and he goes, "You know how we do, and he stood in my head. I don't, he just popped up on my phone. Yeah, it's like another form of PC, the MO unit. That's how I always looked at it. And dudes would be like, "Yo, that's people's right there." Nah, bro, he in the MO house. We ain't doing all that, bro. Like, don't shout me out in the hallway, bro. Like, yo, war, what up? Nah, bro. You need to get up out of that MO house. It's a fact. So shout out to the dudes that been in the MO house, B. You know what I'm saying? But you played yourself. Ay, aquí yo quiero un trago. Aquí yo quiero un trago. O rompemos la radiola. When I was a little boy, my mama bought me a brand new toy. 2 turntables with a mic, and I learned to rock like a dolo mic. I knew one day I would rock the nation. Yo, so okay, of course, like, things can't get any worse. The computer wants to get stuck now that we're trying to do things over here, right? Of course. Let's get stuck now on war. So yeah, dudes were playing MO houses, and it was never a good thing. Pardon me, people. I'm trying to give the best show with the little situations going on, right? Because I said I was gonna start coming through with the camera once I fix all this, but now that I'm fixing other things, a lot of things are popping up on the screen and getting stuck that are not supposed to right now. This thing is not letting me work. Because, you know, I'm still gonna give an awesome show. You know how we do over here. I'm still gonna try to make the best out of a bad situation. And that's a fact. You feel me? So I'm trying to find this thing over here. So, you know, Rikers Island, man, dudes were doing that on the constant basis, swallowing bad. I remember the time somebody first told me that. I was like, yo, what happened to son? Yo, he swallowed his Walkman. Nah. Funkmaster Flex came on. He said, they were, who's the dude that drops bombs? They were dropping bombs on him, baby. He was in his stomach going, he swallowed his Jeep. You know, on the island, they had the, what is it, the GPX? It was a GPX back in the days, the Walkmans. And they used to try to engrave dudes' numbers in it like they do up north, right? Like dudes was still getting it from everybody. But anyway, the batteries were being swallowed. You know, what happens is that one dude messes that up for everybody. You feel me? If they could have took away batteries completely, they would. The same way they started changing the headphones. Because we was opening up the headphones and, you know, and lighting up cigarettes and all that. You know how that went. For those that been around, I'm pretty sure you done that a few times. I mean, you had to, right? If you was trying to smoke and all that. Unless you was going to the store and buying lighters. I don't know. With these stories nowadays that these dudes are telling, you don't know. They might be like, yo, I was going out to the store, bro, on the regular, bro. I went to the deli, bought sandwiches. I was living large in the box and in Rikers. You know what I'm saying? I was bringing back 2 liters, boofing them. Boop! Yeah. Diablo, pai, you be holding. Yeah, man. But it's crazy. It gets crazy like that, man, from time to time. It's just part of the things that happen. It's sad, though. It's really sad. It's definitely a sad situation. But I've seen that happen so much. I seen that happen so much where dudes were swallowing batteries that I couldn't believe it. I was like, nah, bro. And then you already know how the peoples do. They see a dude swallow a battery, you know good, bro. You going to the MO house, it's like, what you doing, my dude? You bugging out. This dude just swallowed a battery, but that was on the regular that was happening. I seen that a lot of dudes were doing it, man. It was sad, very sad situation, bro. with that battery swallowing. I just wanted to touch up on that because dudes had asked me like, yo, what? How dudes were staying in the box longer? That was one of the things that they were doing back then. Or going to the box, but a lot to play MO. Because dudes go to the box and wanted to stay there, they start cutting themselves. That's a fact. A lot of dudes that got wounds wasn't from no other inmate. It was from them hurting themselves. That's a fact. But a lot of times when dudes get locked up, they don't really lock out. And Rikers Island, when it's time to lock out the cells and they're gonna open the cells, it's very sudden that you hear on the option. That's like a new jack officer. Facts. Leave in the comments if I'm lying. We never lie over here on the lockout. Police come through and they scream out, on the option, 16 upper, option, bloop, bloop, open 10 cells. Yo, you hear all the noise, right? But I don't know, if you never been there, that's just one thing you gotta ask yourself. Damn, how would I be? Because you hear all the stories, right? And these are all fact stories. A lot of shit happens in Rikers Island. I looked at it like if they open up and put jails in every other borough, right? Like, it would be crazier to me. Of course, everybody wants to close Rikers Island, but their thing just got booted. Like, that's not going to happen right now, right? But I think it'll be, like, so much drama. Imagine the jail, like, down the block from where your peoples live, and dudes be like, yo, where's your mom's at? Or they just put her in that building right there, son. She across the street. You're going to be going nuts, B. That's depressing that your building is, like, next to your block. Like... I don't know, bro. But would you lock out? Or what? It gets crazy, bro. It gets crazy. It gets crazy, my G. Real crazy. You already know what this is on the lockout. Love my peoples. So, I was just going through my stuff, like some of my notifications, like people that send me things, right? And this one lady sent me something, and it's a dude that's locked up, and he's been locked up since he's 19 years old. I forgot his name, and she sent me like a petition for me to sign. And I guess she's trying to reach more people with it and telling me that maybe I should hit him up. You know, like sign the petition. They need a few people. They need 500 people. Like, that's a cool thing to do, you know? But a lot of times I just don't sign a petition, you know, for somebody to be released. Or I'm with everybody being free, but I look deep into like what happened with the case, because I don't want to sign something and next you know, God forbid, there was youngins involved, kids, you don't know, just sign this petition. We need 500 people. Hold up, man. Slow down. You ain't talking to no bimbo here. I may be releasing somebody that needs to be there. Some people need to be on Rikers Island. And I don't wish jail on nobody. But if you do something to an elderly, and don't get it twisted just because we look mad young and feel mad young. There's people that don't got that spunk. You feel me? That is 40 and look like they 80 and feel 80. And no disrespect to them. But that's what I mean. If a dude looks like he's feeling like that, then he gets an easy pass. And when you do something to someone like that, I don't respect it. You know? That's like super abuse. I'm not with the abuse. So people like that, no, I don't wish freedom on them. You know? This jail is for some people. You know, I just spent a lot of years there of my life because I was stupid. I wanted to get fast money in the street. I wanted to be hanging out, thinking I was cool. You know, that it doesn't lead to nothing, you know? Today I try to talk to a lot of people that I know, like, yo, that's not the way. Like, I could show you a better way. But you got to want to change that, you know? And it's ironic how some people, I used to tell them about even podcasting. And now they like, yo, bro, I heard you on iHeartRadio, bro. Yo, how you do that? Bro, I told you 3 years ago or more that this is what you should start doing from time to time, and maybe you could slow down with running the streets and be, although I still got locked up in between time, it started getting less and less going to jail. You know what I mean? But hopefully we all learn something and grow and find out that jail is not for no one, but it accepts everyone. And if you ever don't have a place to stay, you best believe that if you feel that you ain't got no place to stay or nowhere to go, Rikers Island is always going to have a bed for you. Keep that in mind. Rikers Island is the only place that 24 hours a day there's going to be a bed available for you. I love you guys. Hopefully you pick something up here. You learn something. For those that want to contribute to the channel and help us grow, I appreciate it. I always shout people out. I always send you back a message. But you can hit the description and there's all the information that you need to know. You already know how we do over here. We always 1,000,000% grateful. Other than that, we have a lot of things coming up, a lot of interviews, a lot of things that we talking about, to help us grow as a community, as the people, right? Because right now I see that we have a lot of celebrities stepping up for the prison reform and Rikers Island and what they should do in prisons and what not they should. And I'm like, where are these people coming from? But I understand. I know where they're coming from, right? Not all of them their heart may not be in the right place, but some of them, their heart is in the right place, and I get it, right? But for the most part, I think that they bored. They home. They're not doing shows, and they see that, oh, wow, people are interested in these stories. I've been there, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you ain't been doing nothing to help the people's, not even in your music, and you just contributing more to how people's getting arrested in your music, then how the hell are you going to talk about saving your people in a podcast when you've been part of the problem with your music for decades? I don't know. They make me feel like grabbing my gat, popping off, letting it off like plap, plap, plap. I get ill when I'm on the scene. Incredible Hulk style, Warpath, I turn green. 2 max up, so you know that I'm spinning them. Green Reaper, motherfucker. So you know that I'm getting them. I don't play with these cats. Or some may think that I do. I laugh a little here and there. But go ahead, play yourself. Take me for a clown, dude. I'm in the building like, boom, shit is explosive. Gangster. Some call me Jason, but I'm okay with just Joseph. See, I was raised in an era, crazy, where bombs go off. Don't ever play me like a sucker, cause your teeth will come off. Caffeine, check me out, freestyle this Friday. Now, I'm only fucking with y'all. I seen Queen's Flip doing that. And I'm like, yo, I need to do that. Facts. But I'm ill, though. Play with me if you want to, boy. I let off heat. Dudes already know my status, how I did in the streets. You talk about you gang and you really bang bang? Nigga, don't talk to me about the sidewalk. I slept there for years, homie. I really ran them blocks. When I woke up in the morning, I was still on that block. See, I lay down with a pillow. Shit had an M on it. And it wasn't for money, it was for McDonald's and them. See, I laid my head like straight in the cup. Gangster with it, homie. Took a shower in the bathroom and didn't give a fuck. Caffeine. Holla at me, nigga. I'm gonna sign that where I sign at. Stop playing. Talk to me before it's too late. See, these rappers think they nice, but they just know how to hate. Like rap shit, like we was born with this here. If you really from the streets, then that shit'll always be there. Warpath, you already know.